Hey guys, we're Rose and Rob, currently living in Toronto. So the two of us have always had the dream of opening up our own bed and breakfast, possibly in your home country of Ireland. And this is the story of how we're going to achieve this.
So, before we begin, we thought we would give you a quick background on ourselves in case you just randomly stumbled across this video and don't know us.
My parents are Chinese Vietnamese immigrants to Canada, and I grew up just outside Toronto, but have spent the last 10 years living right in the city.
I grew up in a town called Blessington in Ireland, and in 2016 I decided to move to Toronto for what I thought was maybe a year or two. After a few weeks of living in the city, I got a job and met my new colleague, Rose.
We wouldn't say it was love at first sight between us, but after 6 months of trying to wear her down and a couple of glasses of wine at a Christmas party, Rose was convinced to go on a date with me. We went on our first holiday to Cuba after a couple of months. A couple of months after that, we moved in together. And like all good fairy tale endings, we got married literally the weekend the world went into lockdown at the start of the coronavirus pandemic. We both have many years' experience creating ads and events for some of the world's biggest brands. And although we love what we do, more than a year of being cooped up in a nice but small apartment in the city was taking its toll on our mental health. As Rose previously mentioned, we have a long-term dream of opening a bed and breakfast back home in Ireland. One day we received a newsletter from an inn that I took Rose to for her 30th birthday back in 2017. As we read through the newsletter, we saw they were hiring for a front of house manager role. We created a website and application to see what the reaction might be. The owners were ecstatic. Long story short, we were invited for dinner and after a few days, received notification that we got offered the job.
So in a nutshell, we're moving to an area called Prince Edward County, which is about 2.5 hours east of Toronto. I quit my job to work here full-time as front of house manager at Angelines Inn, and I'm hoping to spend the next 5 months learning all there is to know about working and running an inn.
Yeah, and luckily I can still work remote with Apartment, a branding and design agency based in Toronto, and helping out around Angelines on the weekends and weeknights and wherever else I'm needed.
Yeah, and we just created this YouTube channel so our friends and family can follow along the journey over the next 5 months. And also to keep us accountable to make sure we're documenting the experience so we'll always have something to look back on, regardless if it's successful or not.
Yeah, and like all YouTubers say, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and we can't wait to share with you guys our experience this summer.
Thanks a lot.
See you guys.